listening to your story, it's amazing because, you know, what I've been through in my life, and it's kind of hard for me to step out of my shoes because it's my story. You know, but listening to your story, I understand that, you know, now I can look back and say, you know, my life wasn't that bad. But then when I do look at my life and notice what I've been through, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Like they said in my Bible, I got 3 incarcerations. 6 months, 19 months, and 14 years. And, you know, being involved in the drug. You know, growing up in Cleveland, I played basketball my whole life. Just being passed along in school. I couldn't read too well. You know, I was just being passed on. You know. On the last incarceration, you know, I decided, I said I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be better. You know, I had a son that was 5. My daughter was 3. And actually, I was sentenced to 20 years in prison. I took a plea for 20 years. And wanted to sentence me to life in prison, all for selling drugs. No violence, no murder, no nothing. And, you know, I took the plea for the 20 years, and I fought, and finally got 4 years off my sentence, which I ended up doing 14 years. But while in prison, I decided, I said, you know, in order for me to be a better person, a better man, and a father, that I have to change, and it's something that I need to do. And I started working on me as a person. I started researching the dictionary, reading words I didn't understand. I would use them in a sentence throughout the day. You know, wrote 7 books, over 300 poems. You know, I would stay up at night and I write because there's no typewriter. You know, I would write, and my fingers just would be bleeding. I would have to write, wrap it up, and continue to write. It took me 7 years to write my first book. And once I got that finished, it was all down here. But you know, I taught 2 fitness classes while in prison. I did poetry classes, and I started working on me. And all the work that I put in, it wasn't for a female, it wasn't for my children, it wasn't for my mom, it wasn't even for the parole board. It was for me because I wanted to make a change for me, and I wanted to do something different. So when I was released in 2012, you know, I knew then. Well, let me just go back a little bit. Actually, someone when I got sentenced, and you know, someone snitched on me. You know, so I sat in prison for at least 5 years, and I thought about, you know, how I wanted to repay this person back, what I wanted to do to him, until I had that aha moment. And I was on a visit with my son, and he's like, "Daddy, take me up here to get some popcorn." I was like, "Nah, Daddy, take me up here to get some candy." And I kept making up excuses of why I couldn't cross that yellow line. You know, so that was an aha moment for me, and I was like, man, I would never want to be put in this position again. So, you know, that's when I really started making that change and doing something different. So released in 2012, you know, I immediately got on welfare because I didn't want to go back to the street life, and I'm not the one that brag about anything because, you know, I made a lot of money. I was driving in and out of town, brand new cars, you know, 5-star restaurant, you name it, I had it. And if somebody was to tell you that I was giving blood, you know, they wouldn't believe it because I was the type of person that had, you know, plenty of money. And, you know, I immediately got on welfare. I worked a seasonal job, went from another seasonal job. And I knew this, a friend of mine had passed away 3 months after my incarceration. I mean, being released. And it was a young lady that I seen at the funeral. And she walked up to my son. She was like, "Is that your dude?" My name? She knew my name. And he was like, "Yeah, that's my dad." So she walked up and she said, "Hey, you with me?" I said, "Nah, I don't remember." And she said, "Gigi," and I said, "Oh, yeah, I remember." And so we started talking over the phone, and 7 months, and I'm kind of moving fast, I want to get this story out. 7 months after my incarceration, I moved up to Columbus, and you know, I moved up here with my beautiful wife, right back there.
I know that's right.
Keep talking.
I got caught up for a month. Seriously though, and I got fired from my job, and she was like, "Well, why don't you just move up here and do something different?" And everybody was asking me like, "You know, why do you want to move to Columbus?" And I said, you know, because I want to change people, places, and things, and I want to do something different. that, you know, and when you're talking about change, you know, if you haven't changed within here, moving to Columbus, New York, wherever you want to go, all the drugs, the violence, the women, everything is still there, the same place. So if you haven't changed within here, then you just moving, you just running. So, you know, I decided I came up here, so I moved up here and was working at a temp agency. Now keep in mind, when I got incarcerated, it was 1998. I was released in 2012, so we're talking about no cell phones with Instagram and Facebook. And I had a little Motorola phone that cost $1,500. And it was a very selected few people that had those Motorola phones. And the slickest thing on that phone was three-way calling. And I'm coming home to touch screens, and you got to remember your email, you got to know your password, and it was overwhelming for me. You know, I asked the bugger that baby, did you do this, baby? You gonna have to learn. So the job that I'm on now, that I've been working on for working there 5 years now, everything is off the computer. So I went in there as a temp. Now it was 5 people that went in there with me, and some of them had petty crimes, some had no crimes. Here it was, I was a 3-time convicted felon, which I call myself a 3-time survivor now. I was a 3-time convicted felon, still on parole, and only been out maybe about 8 months at the time. And I was the only one that got hired. The reason why I got hired, because I would go in early, I would work hard. When we didn't have that much work to do, I would take out the trash, I would sweep the floor, and I stayed late. And I did all of that because I needed a job. I wanted a job and I wanted to work. And I'm telling you, like, I never turned on a computer before. And the job that I'm on, you know, everything is off the computer, so that was something that I had to teach myself and learn and dive into it. You know, now I don't have to ask my wife for nothing. You know, she's not even doing it. But yeah, so you know, and I done gave blood, man. I worked these jobs and just willing to do something different with my life, you know. And like I said, my son was 5, my daughter was 3. And show you how when you're doing the right thing and you're sincere within your heart, you know, when I met my wife and we actually, you know, decided we was going to make this a real legit thing, her daughter's twins was 3 and her oldest daughter was 5. You know, so God gave me the opportunity to be that example and go into a family setting in the house, because I never been in a committed relationship. You know, I never been in a committed relationship. I never even been faithful. You know, so, you know, given that opportunity, I'm like, man, I can't blow this. You know, I'm coming at the same time when I left, my daughter was 3 and my son was 5. When I come home, my daughter was in the 12th grade. My son had graduated already. So, you know, and we're still trying to develop a relationship. It's a little rocky, you know, but we're still trying to develop it. And the reason why I like sharing my story, because, you know, I'm one of those guys to say, you know, I'm real transparent. I'm not ashamed of the man that I used to be, because this is the man I am today. You know, I did some changing, I did some growing up. I was able to, you know, just do a lot of things different with my life. And so I do want to share something with y'all, because, you know, I'm the type of guy that, you know, I thrive off motivating people. You know, I like to share my story. So, and I want to give y'all something where, you know, hopefully it can motivate y'all. Never settle for less. Just being you, make you the best. Respect starts with you. Many are called, but chosen are few. Channel your pride. Face your fears inside. The depth of your struggle can't be denied. Pushing against what is, as a man thinks, so he is. A glimmer of hope is all you need, with the faith of a mustard seed. The judge's clouds may swallow the sun. The moon alters its shapes for fun. Life is about change. Nothing ever stays the same. Some days you're up, some days you're down. It's who you become when the next day rolls around. People will talk, have different opinions of you. It's not who they think you are, but the things you say and don't do. Where there is life, there is hope. And you should never take your life for a joke. If the mind can conceive it, the man can achieve it. Nothing is too small to know, nothing is too big to attempt and grow. Success is a journey, relax and let it flow. And never hold your head low. Let the sidewalk fall victim. A man becomes a man, but not by the people who pick him. This is your true awakening, your chance to be free. Don't expect to be what you haven't wanted to be. You know, so you know, I like to share with people with my three-step process of transformation and achievement. And it's called Begin, Believe, Become. I want y'all to repeat after me. Say, begin.
Begin.
You know, if y'all was at a pet rally, at a game, at your girls' baby, y'all been a little louder. Begin.
Begin.
Believe.
Believe.
And become.
And become.
You know, so what that means is you got to think it, you got to love it, and you got to do it. You know, for me, I never thought that I could become anything else but a drug dealer in my neighborhood. You know, and I didn't love nothing but the streets. And all I did was sold drugs and ran the street because I didn't have that exposure. And that's the reason why we got this, what we're doing, this pathway, the gateway pathway, because we're trying to expose people to something different. You know, without exposure, I didn't have the exposure. My exposure was you either can be a rapper, a basketball player, or a drug dealer. And I chose to be a drug dealer. And that's the exposure that I had within my neighborhood. Man, moving up to Columbus, man, I can tell you, man, one of my greatest, biggest supporters, man, is my wife, man. She's supported me so much. She stood by me. She's been very patient with me. And she's the reason why I'm here. You know, so I thank you so much, baby. You know, she's just been my rock. And even though I made that transformation and I made that change while incarcerated, but she's the one that's keeping me grounded and keep pushing me forward, saying, you know, this is what you got to do. You can do it. You know, so I just want to tell y'all, man, that, you know, I love y'all. You know, if you need anything from me, you can get 10 minutes consultation calls. You can email me. You know, I'm going to pass these books out. And if you need me to come speak, share a poem, whatever it is, just let me know. I come in love and I leave in peace.